This ain't radio. You won't find it on the dial tone. This ain't radio. Hit the link to know what I'm on. This ain't radio. You know I'm finna talk my shit. This ain't radio. Go ahead, give it a listen.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of This Ain't Radio podcast, episode 224, with your co-host, Flowers. And, of course, I always got my other co-host with me.
Chris.
Chris. What up, yo?
How's it going?
My hands are a little sweaty right now.
Because introing the pod got you sweaty.
It does, but...
Oh, you ain't lying at
I
all.
know.
The nerves were going.
It is.
Yeah, but that's what we got to keep doing it so you get more comfortable doing it. Because I could tell, you could hear it, you're not comfortable doing it yet.
I'm not.
And that's why we got to keep doing it. We should alternate weeks. So then
Maybe like every 2 weeks or so.
So you could come up kind of with your own intro. And,
I'll think about an intro for sure.
Yeah, or you even write it down and be like, look, this is what I wrote. You got ChatGPT.
Right.
Write an intro
For This Ain't Radio podcast.
Ain't Radio podcast with the hosts Flowers and Chris, just Chris.
Chris, yeah. Have you ever used ChatGPT?
Oh, yeah. I use it often.
Do you use it all the time?
I use it once a week. Not all the time. I use it once a week. To do stuff I need to help me make things a bit easier.
Yeah.
When it comes to the podcast.
Okay. That's not. I use it when it tell me like in writing, especially like to articulate things a little better than what I would have thought of. So
yeah. So when you use ChatGPT, and so do you just copy paste if you like what it says, or do you still kind of switch it up?
Nah, for the most part, copy paste. Like 98% of the time, I'll copy paste. The other 2%, it just depends on what the topic is that I asked for it to come up with the idea for.
So what was the last thing you asked it to write for you, or here, I need you to write something about this, saying this, and that.
I asked ChatGPT to update my resume for me.
And did it do a good job?
Yeah, it did a good job for the most part. Like I had to edit little things here and there, but for the most part, it did a pretty good job. Especially when it came to work experience, I had them I just told them this is where I worked. Write down the work experience for me, and then it does it in bullet points. And I'm just I read over it and I was like, yep, that's pretty much what I did. Just copy paste.
Owner of.
Yeah, but pretty much.
That's cool. Yeah, no, I mostly use it to write the synopsis for the podcast, because I'm not good at writing a interesting
headline or something like that.
or if you read it, something that's gonna grab you in.
Right.
Nah, that's not my strong point, because it's on the spot, right? So it's
right.
If I had time to think about it, maybe, but I don't want to spend. That's something I don't want to spend too much time on. I want to kind of just as quick as I can in and out. So it's easier to let them write a podcast synopsis about this, and this.
Right.
And then I read it through, and then I was like, okay, no, I could take this out, this and stuff. So, but yeah, hey, work smarter, not harder.
Facts.
Hell yeah.
But let's see. Let's get into our first topic here. Okay. So, last Friday, this whole big thing on Netflix, this whole Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul fight.
Yeah.
Now, it started around what time? Not the main card, but just the first fight. It was at 5 o'clock or something like that?
5 is when everything started.
The actual Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul fight didn't air didn't happen till probably around 8:30,
8:30 ish. Yeah.
Okay, well, before we get into that fight, let's talk about the 2 fights before that.
Barrios and Ramos.
Yes.
So Barrios recently just became champ. and Ramos was supposed to be not a tune-up fight, but it wasn't supposed to be a challenge for him. It was supposed to be like a showcase.
Right.
Like,
right.
this is why I'm champion. Right. But, everyone's saying Ramos is a puncher, though. Like, if he goes out, he's going to go out punching. And it turned out to be the second best fight of the night.
Yes, it did.
Because Ramos dropped Barrios.
Yeah, it was. The fight was really, really good.
It was good. Especially because Ramos got stronger in the second half of the fight once he figured out Barrios' rhythm and figured out his punching shit. And then, Ramos was in there. I like that. It was a good fight. That's why I like boxing, dog.
It was a good fight. It definitely was.
And that fight was a draw, which I think was fair.
Yeah, I would say so.
I said that was fair for sure too, because they say if you're gonna beat a champion, you have to beat him.
You have to be like
it has to be like definitive. Like,
it has to be like no question about it. Like, you totally whooped his ass.
But I think a draw was perfect.
That's fair.
Now, if you're Barrios, do you give him a rematch?
Yeah, I would.
But why though?
Because I feel like while I guess he wasn't supposed to be like somewhat of a contender, but like he ends up being a contender. If you go out there and then you whoop his ass next time around, then there's no like question about like, oh yeah, you definitely are the title. Like, because I don't know, like when you draw against somebody that you were supposed to be, like it looks kind of bad on you as the defending champ, because you should have gone out there and done your job. You should have beaten him. But like, if you didn't do that, then it looks bad on him, and it looks a lot better on Ramos, because he had nothing to lose, because he wasn't supposed to be favored to win that fight to begin with, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I would, but just, I don't know, you'd have to get all the more details involved in whatever boxing is.
I wouldn't. This was Ramos' chance.
Right.
He couldn't get the job done.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's my time. I'm a champion. I'm gonna fight bigger names, which brings in more money.
Right.
In more. So Ramos, sorry, you had your chance. Now you got to start over again.
Yeah, that's fair too.
Because technically, he most likely wasn't supposed to get the chance to even fight a champion, but he did, and you came up short. Sorry, my guy. Sorry, I got it. I'm a champion. I'm gonna go where the money is now. At least more money.
Facts.
Now let's get to the reason why we're really here. The best fight of the night.
Oh yeah, the best fight. The co-main event. That
Katie Taylor, Amanda Serrano.
That fight.
And that's the one thing that they say that 2-minute rounds do, right? There's no time to figure out your opponent. You have to get in there and just start throwing.
Yeah.
And that's what those ladies did.
Oh, definitely. I mean, as somebody, for myself, that doesn't really watch boxing like that, like, that shit was good.
War.
Like the last, like, 2 or 3 rounds, I probably was standing up watching that fight because of how good it was. I was like, man, the cut on Serrano's head.
Oh my gosh. And then it got like the first one. All right, so they're saying the headbutt. She's headbutting. Now, was Kate did the initial cut, was it from a headbutt? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Right? Absolutely.
Because and like if she didn't do that, I feel like she would have been such a better boxer, because now that it's cut open and she's been hitting her head like that, it just opens up more and more.
So,
more blood comes out, gets in her eye. I don't know.
So yes, the initial cut, definitely you can watch the replay when they're clinched. She's leading with her head and she's like, yes. Right?
Her camp says that, like, if you watch, even like, this is like
that she leads with her head.
She leads with her head even in fights before this too, and all that stuff.
She did. Every time they clinched, she would lead with her head to kind of guide her where but the second headbutt where the shit actually split and Amanda had to like back up because that shit started leaking, that wasn't intentional. If you watch the replay, they both they're opposite, right? Mm-hmm. One's southpaw, one's regular, right, orthodox. So they both threw with their power hand So they're so. If you think about it, they're standing like this, right?
Right.
Like kind of like how me and you are.
Right. Right.
So they're so far. So they're so far away from each other. So to throw the power shot, they both lean in, and if you watch, they both lean in. Heads collide. That wasn't intentional on either end.
Nah, I don't think so.
But was Katie Taylor leading with her head when every time they clinched? Absolutely. So them taking a point away, I understand.
Oh, for sure. That cut just looks so bad because like during the breaks, like they would like do a zoom in on her cut, and that thing was like this big. I was like, wow.
Yeah, no, it was
bad.
It was crazy for sure.
And then I had texted you, and you said that you thought Taylor should have won that fight. Or
yes.
Well, she did win that fight, but like
I thought she won it. It was close. It was a close fight. So whoever would have won it, I would have been okay with. It was that close. It was that close. But I do think Katie Taylor won because after the second headbutt, where that shit kind of, Katie Taylor won that round and like 1 or 2 rounds after that, like no questions asked to me.
Yeah.
So I think that gave her the edge, even with the point being taken away. But like I said, I'm not mad if Amanda would have won. Like, I was probably going more for Amanda than I was Katie.
I was too, even though I didn't know any of them.
Right, I was probably going more for her than I was Katie. But me just watching the fight, I feel like Katie Taylor won.
I don't know. To me, again, someone that doesn't really watch boxing like that, but it's just like her Taylor getting that point taken away. Plus, like they showed the stats, and like Serrano had like all the stats better than Taylor did. She threw more punches, landed more punches. I don't know. To me, like that tells me that she was the one putting in more work than Taylor. But
by any chance, do you know the percentage that they landed?
No, not off the top of my head.
Can you look that up real quick? Because I get throwing more punches, but I mean, that makes a thing too, but that also doesn't determine that you're winning the fight.
Even when you land more punches?
I mean, it plays a part, but that's not the whole determining factor. Like, oh, I landed more punches than you, I win. I don't think it works like that. Why do you think judging boxing is so hard, right? Because everyone judges differently.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
That's true. Hold on, I'm trying to see.
Everybody looks for different things when they're watching a fight. Right? I'm looking at Katie Taylor winning those middle rounds after the headbutt.
So here you go. So total punches. I'm trying to see total punches. Taylor 217 with a 41% landed, body landed. Serrano 324 with a 44.1% body landed. Total punches. Total jabs. And then they have total jabs. They don't really. Then they have jabs. Power punches.
Yeah. So a power punch is anything that's not a jab.
Okay. You want that?
I want both.
Okay. So total jabs. It's saying Taylor only threw 9.
Yeah, because they don't throw jabs. They don't have enough time to. They're just throwing power shots. They don't have enough time to set up the jabs and be very strategic.
She threw 9 for 8.3%, and then Serrano did 46 with 18%. And then power punches, Taylor 208 with a 49.4% landed, and then Serrano 278 with a 58.2% landed.
She landed a lot.
Yeah,
she landed a lot more. But I don't know. But from what and that's why boxing is weird, right? Because the judges I don't think they necessarily have those stats when they're scoring rounds, right? Because it's like in the moment. You have to kind of score that round in the moment.
Right.
I don't know if they have those stats right away.
Maybe,
but I don't know, right? So you could only go based off of what you see, but unless they get the stats,
I feel like they have to because like the broadcasters have those stats like right away. Like they'll be able to tell you like, oh, this is punches, this is how many landed, whatever.
They maybe do, but I don't know. But
I don't know, but to me, I thought Serrano should have won that fight, but that's just me. Yeah, somebody who's not experienced in watching boxing that.
I think Katie Taylor won, and that's just basically based off of what I saw.
Right.
But like I said, I was kind of leaning towards Serrano, me wanting her to win before all this.
And to me, I only think she won just because of that headbutt, just because of how bad it looked. Like I feel like if that headbutt never happened and she never got that cut, I feel like
It would have been a
things
different
would have
fight.
been a lot different.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
me too. Because now it's like she's throwing them, but she also I feel like you have to be a little guarded,
Yeah,
right? Because
like
you have
this.
to pay more attention and
Because
try to
you gotta
protect it.
cover this because or
Yeah.
else the ref can call it at like any
That
time.
and a clean shot, that's just gonna fucking even make it worse. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, so but what I don't like is people saying that Amanda got robbed. It's not a robbery if it's that close.
I could see that. I just like I said, to me, when it's that close
It's
and
not
your opponent still gets a point deduction and you still lose, like that doesn't make sense to me.
But then what if because the refs, I think one of the refs, or I think you know how they showed like the announcer card where he keeps his own score. It's like it's not an official card, but it's just like
Right.
this is what the announcer sees it. The announcer had that round 9-9.
Even with the point deduction.
Yeah, so they had Katie
That's
Taylor
crazy.
winning that round 10-9. They had him winning, but that point deduction made it 9-9.
Gotcha.
So it depends, right? Because what if Katie Taylor was winning that round and the point deduction made it an even round? So
That's
instead
true.
of the best out of 10 rounds, it's the best out of 9. Because that's one round even.
Yeah, then definitely. Like I said, I don't watch boxing like that, so I wouldn't. It's just
Yeah.
from what I saw, I thought, Serrano would have won. But
Did you watch it with anybody?
I was watching it with like my mom at some points in the fight, but and then I'd go back upstairs, downstairs. It was, but nah, like my family's not that big into boxing. Like they were back in the day when
Yeah.
fucking Oscar De La Hoya was boxing, but ever since then, my family is not really big into boxing. So
Yeah, no, I've been watching boxing all my life. Of course, there's periods where you don't,
Right.
but it's like it's been in my life since I was little. Because my uncle Louis, rest in peace, always had it on. He was the one back in Culver City in the projects. He was the one ordering every fight, pulling the big screen TV or the one on wheels, the big joint, outside in the front yard. The whole neighborhood coming to watch it. They had like a little bonfire going. So so like it's been like my uncle. He has like fuck. I wish I had a picture of it right now. But he had like a bookcase and the whole bottom part, nothing but videotapes of fights that he recorded, like going
Oh,
back
wow.
to fucking who knows how long.
that's dope.
Yeah, so fighting's kind of always been like
In
my
your
life.
blood.
Yeah,
Okay. So now obviously we talk about the main event, the Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul.
not the
and
main event.
It's not. It's
It was the main event.
it's
but
the
not
main event, but not the main event. That fight.
it was terrible. It was terrible. But look, let me start off by saying I wasn't expecting Mike Tyson to look phenomenal. I just expected him to look a little bit better than he did. He looked like he was just learning how to box.
It's just so weird to me because when they showed the videos
The clips
of Mike Tyson's training, he looked good. He looked like he was moving. He looked like, obviously not like as he used to, but like he looked like he was moving fine, no issues, no problem. But then when he got in the ring, it's like,
his legs even look different.
yeah, like when he got in the ring, like that dude didn't show up. Like
Yeah.
where was that guy at? Like it
Yeah.
was crazy. Like because I would really wanted to see, Mike Tyson whoop his ass. And especially with those clips of his training videos, like I saw that, I was like, oh, dude, no way Jake Paul's gonna fucking win. Like, just look at those power punches. It looks like the old Mike Tyson, but obviously aged. But like, I feel like he still had it. But like, when you were watching that fight, my God, it was boring. And hardly any punches were thrown.
Yeah.
Mostly them walking in circles,
Yeah.
hugs, and
Like, I made the joke that Mike Tyson aged 7 years in his ring walk.
yeah.
He like once he got in that ring, he looked older.
Yeah.
He looked older. But you know what? I expected Mike Tyson to look better, and like I said, if Mike Tyson had like 3 rounds, if it went further than like 3 rounds, I didn't think he was gonna take a chance, and I was correct because he only really gave us like a round and a half with him like actually trying to be on the offensive. Then after that, he was just like defensive and honestly, Jake Paul kind of held him up this fight. He kind of walked him through the fight. He didn't hurt him.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Jake Paul could have knocked his ass out easy. Like once you seen it, like his reaction was off. Right, everything was late, and then it was terrible. It was terrible.
So do you think like in the contracts, you think they had probably like, oh, you can't knock each other out or anything like that?
Maybe, but I don't know.
So
I don't know because it's kind of hard. Like you might accidentally knock him out.
No,
you
yeah,
might
right.
accidentally
No,
knock someone
right.
out.
So let me ask you: does this solidify Jake Paul as a boxer?
No,
Okay.
no, it doesn't.
No, I know.
Wrong, he is technically a professional, but no, it doesn't solidify him.
Right. Because that's my take too. But I wanted to know what you thought of.
Hell no.
Because the only time he actually did fight like a boxer that was his age and he actually was like legit, like not saying that Mike Tyson or everybody's not legit, but like it was his age and stuff. Yeah, he lost.
Tommy Fury.
He got his ass kicked. So it's just like, why doesn't he do that? Because to me, he's not a boxer. He's just more of like
it's a money grab.
It's a money grab.
It's more WWE than actual boxing, right? It's entertainment. Don't get me wrong. You still get hurt because he's actually boxing these people. Yeah. But he's picking people who are MMA fighters who got good hands in MMA because they could also throw some other shit in there. Yeah. But when it comes just to throwing hands, that's not their strong point.
Right. And not to mention that most of the people he fight were like retired already.
Yeah, retired.
Not in the sport anymore. So it's like, I don't know.
And most of the people we fought are brawlers. They're not boxers.
Yeah.
Like the Diaz brother. He's a brawler. Yeah. He's a brawler. He's not a boxer. He's gonna punch. Like that motherfucker's punch drunk already though.
Yeah. But because he was in the UFC, so he does other shit too besides punching. But yeah, I don't know. If he really wants to be a boxer like he says he does,
I think he needs to start fighting real boxers.
Yeah. And
they don't even have to be like he doesn't even deserve to fight the top tier boxers. He just needs to get in there with the up and coming boxers just like him.
Yeah, he already wants to challenge Canelo to a fight and stuff like that. I'm like, nah, you can't do that.
Bro, Canelo fights at 165, 175 when he moves up in weight.
Yeah.
167, I think. And then 175 when he moves up in weight, bro. Why? And then he don't even deserve that shot.
No.
He don't even deserve that shot. Don't get me wrong. That's a money. They'll make more money than any boxer has ever made just because one of the greatest ever versus Jake Paul and everybody's ready to see Jake Paul lose. So as far as if it was a money grab,
oh for sure,
they're gonna make the most money ever, right? But as far as boxing, like Canelo's not even showing the time. He's like, bro, you've been boxing 4.5 years. Yeah, you're good for what you do, but you're not on this level. You're not on this level, and that's for most people. But what's his name? What's the YouTube the fucking box? Why am I forgetting his name? The Mexican dude, young guy, big YouTube, big online presence. Oh my gosh!
No,
Ryan Garcia.
Oh,
he said he wants to fight Jake Paul. I see that because Ryan Garcia whooped that ass. He's too fast. He's way smaller than him.
I was like, isn't he like a lot lighter than him?
He is, but that's what he fights at. He probably walks around 25 pounds heavier, but that'll still be smaller than him.
Right.
But I think, but I would watch that. But yeah, Tyson is done. It's over with as far as that though. Yeah. But he's the biggest troll though.
Why?
Did you see the interview? He went all Prince. He went all Prince with it.
He was cheeked out.
Double cheeked up on a Friday.
I was like, what the fuck?
Double cheeked up on a Friday.
That shit had me dying, dude.
No, that shit made it more funnier because he kissed the reporter on the cheek and said, I love you.
He said, I love you. He kissed him, and then he walks out
around and the camera zooms out and it's all cheeks.
I was just like, what the fuck?
Oh my god, that shit was so funny.
I was like, did Netflix really just let that happen? Like, what the fuck?
I mean, they can show whatever they want on Netflix.
I know. It's just funny though.
It just caught everyone off guard, but that shit was hilarious.
Oh man,
I loved it.
I was dying.
I loved it.
That was funny.
I loved it. Oh my gosh. But yeah. Any final thoughts on this whole?
Nah. I think it It was. I honestly, I just was expecting Mike Tyson to come out a little harder than what he showed, but overall, again, to me, I don't think this makes Jake Paul any better of a fighter. And if he does want to become a better fighter, he really needs to start fighting people his own age, his own weight class, and like people that actually can box. So that way, you only get better by fighting people that are better than you. It's the only way you can get better.
Yeah, and he said he wants to be a world champion, but you're never gonna be a world champion.
Yeah, by doing
fighting
just
these people,
calling out retired people and trying to.
But my final thoughts. I didn't expect Tyson to be fucking old Tyson, even end of career Tyson. I did expect him to look a little bit better than he did.
Mm-hmm.
I know the next day he was walking down an escalator all day. You know when your knees get weak and you start going out, because that motherfucker was spent.
Yeah, that dude was.
But shout out Tyson, he made his little 20 mil.
Hell yeah!
And they only went 8 rounds. I thought they were going at least 10.
Who knows if he could have survived 10 rounds at that age?
Whatever though. Shout outs to the shouts out. Now I hope that they see boxing on Netflix is successful. I hope we get a lot more boxing on Netflix.
Well, that'd be nice
for free of charge. Cause think about it. They charge pay-per-views because they know the audience isn't gonna be big to where the ad dollars are gonna make sense.
They just need better signal, I guess, because there were a good amount of times where it was buffering, or the quality dropped real bad.
And then I had to exit out and then go back in. Yeah, but they said but they said it was working on the phones fine.
Okay.
But yeah. So let's get into a song.
Yep.
And then we'll keep it moving. So I chose a song. It's a LA classic by RJ, Mr. LA. Have you ever heard of RJ?
I don't think so.
He's a LA, staple. He's been around maybe 13 years or so. He's been around for a while.
Okay.
This song is one of his classics. It's called "Hoes Come Easy."
Hoes Come Easy.
Hoes Come Easy. You probably heard it. When you hear it, you're like, "Oh, I know this song." But look, let's play it, and then we gonna keep it going. RJ, Mr. LA, "Hoes Come Easy."
Send a key up in the sky, gotta let a bird fly. Stay with your man, you ain't gotta choose side. Never tell my left hand what I'm doing with the right. Beach full of sand, why I gotta bring mine. Left my girl at the crib, brought my pistol instead. Rumors getting spread, saying pistol with the feds. But I don't run around with the shit that I hear. Rolling with the crown, ain't no taking over here. You be tricking on them thighs, I should pick them out the flocks. But you run up on this Glock with that Renault like a yacht. Oh, voulez-vous couchoir, she gon' pop it for a night. Since you died for attention and suicide. Man, I got a lot of bitches.
Oh
God. I swear I'm getting tired of bitches. So I send a key up in the sky, gotta let a bird fly. I'd rather spend money, baby, I don't spend time. Every hot trade got something on the side. You can slide, you can stay, it's whatever you decide. On God, I give no fuck.
Hoes come easy. Woo! That's my shit. I be So that song sound familiar?
It doesn't.
Golly, John, I swear I fucking hate you sometimes.
But it's a good song though. I fucks with it. It's really good. I like it. It's really good. I was trying to think but it's not ringing a bell. I don't recall hearing it before.
Golly, I don't know if that's my fault. No, it's not my fault. 'Cause I know I never sent you this song, but I feel like some songs you just have to know, like LA classics. You have to just know.
Well, now I do.
Yeah, RJ, Mr. LA, hoes come easy.
Hoes come easy.
All right, I left my bitch at home and I brought my gun instead.
No, it's a pretty good song. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, dog. You know what time it is now, though, right?
What time is it?
It's holiday season.
Holiday season. That's true.
Right, they're here.
Thanksgiving's just around the corner.
Hey, hold on. All right. I'm not tripping, right? Thanksgiving used to be the third The third Thursday of the month?
Yeah. Or I thought it was always the last Thursday of the month.
Can we do a Google check? Cause I always thought it was the third Thursday of the month.
Let me see.
Unless it's what's that shit called? That shit where it's like, oh, it used to be this, but it's this.
So in 1863, President Abraham Lincoln designated the National Day of Thanksgiving to be the last Thursday in November.
Golly, what the fuck?
Come 1938, President Roosevelt changed it to the third Thursday in November.
I knew I wasn't tripping.
But it wasn't very popular. The Farmer's Almanac says 3 years later it was changed to the fourth Thursday in November. So the last Thursday in the month. What? So it went from being the last to the third, and then back to the last. Yeah.
And what was the date of the third?
1938 was the year Roosevelt changed it back to the third, or not changed back, but changed it to the third Thursday of November.
Have I been living in 1938 the past 30-something years of my life?
So then in 1941 they changed it back to the last
why
Thursday.
The fuck why the hell have I been thinking it's the third Thursday of the month?
I don't know.
Golly, bro, what's that shit called? It's called
oh,
you know
fuck, I know
about?
that
you know
word.
What I'm talking about, right? Where it's like you think it's this,
yeah.
but then it's like no, it was never that at
word?
all.
Because they do that with like symbols all the time.
Yeah.
I know the word you're talking about. I just don't remember at the top of my head right
okay.
now.
I'm not tripping. When it pops up, just cut off whatever we're talking about, and let's get to it. But yeah, man, Thanksgiving. Do y'all do anything special on Thanksgiving?
Yeah, we go to my aunt's house for Thanksgiving, and we celebrate it there, and it's enjoyable. It's nice, especially because now my aunt just redid her house too.
Oh, I remember I saw that.
So it looks real nice now. They opened up the whole thing, so it looks real.
So the kitchen and the living room is all open now.
Yeah,
nice.
Because like she had like the living room, and then she had the kitchen, and then there was like a dining room area right there too. That's all been opened up, so it's just one big room now. So it's nice. So I can't wait for that. And
they did the whole house or just that front area?
I believe just that front area. I don't know if they plan on doing more or not, but for now it's just that area.
Yeah, man. No, yeah, that's dope.
And you?
What do I don't know. It depends. Sometimes my sister will host it. Sometimes we'll be at my house, and I haven't heard anything of anything yet. I just show up. I just show up. I just show up.
It's fair.
That's it. I don't do nothing else special. I just show up.
Do you do any of those like turkey bowls or anything like that?
We used to. We used to do the turkey bowl football back in the day, but that's like a long time ago.
That was.
Back when we were still young and people still wanted to be outside and go play football. I always wanted to do a softball game.
Oh yeah.
But no one never like. There'll be like 3 people that say they're down, but then we can never get enough people to actually go out and do it.
That's true. Did you do anything last year, like turkey bowl or anything like that? Or
nah. I remember I worked last year. I worked and then I got off like at 5.
Gotcha.
So I remember after that, I just went straight to my sister's and we just hung out there. Favorite Thanksgiving dish, dog?
Ooh, are we doing like the main dish? Or are we talking about like
all right, food. Sorry, favorite Thanksgiving food.
That's tough because it's like the combination is like.
Well, then, bro,
it's like the so we like Hawaiian rolls with.
If you put it together, then that's one thing.
Yeah. It's like Hawaiian rolls with the mashed potato and gravy, and then we also have like this corn, but I don't know what they put in the corn too. Just I don't know. It's just hard. Everything, because turkey's always good, the ham's always good, mac and cheese is always good. Bread, mashed potatoes, and then like last year they like one of my cousins made this thing where it's like what do you call it? Not mashed. What's the other mashed potato? Not mashed potatoes, but that's orange. Why can't I think of the name?
Yams, candy yams.
Yeah, like yams with marshmallows.
Yeah,
but you put
the candied yams.
Yeah, candy yams
with the marshmallow, cinnamon.
Yeah. Like, we had just had that for the first time last year, and that shit.
You missing out, bro.
Yeah, no. We were.
You need to
We were.
meet more black people.
Well, it's not even that. It was apparently it's like a Jewish thing too.
Really?
Yeah.
Who's the Jew in your family?
My cousin's girlfriend.
Ah, shout out to the Jews.
Yeah, because she's the one that introduced it and made it, and then we all had it. And I was like, damn, I need some more of this. This shit's really good. What about you?
Favorite dish? The day of is never the turkey. Turkey is always better like the next day when you like refry it or something. But definitely like I like the Hawaiian roll sandwich with the mashed potatoes. Throw some corn in there. Put a piece of turkey or ham or something. I like that. But sides all day though, easy.
Oh yeah.
Sides, mashed potatoes, corn, mac and cheese, rolls, all day, and a nice slice of pumpkin pie.
Apple pie.
Get the fuck out. Pumpkin pie, dog.
Nah.
Pumpkin pie. Pumpkin pie.
Apple pie with a scoop of vanilla ice cream and some whipped cream.
No, see, you can't do you can't do both. That's
Yeah,
too much.
Can't, no, it's not too much.
You can't do
The
whipped
fuck?
cream and ice cream. No, that's too much, dog.
Bro, you ain't living
It's
then,
like
dog.
one or the other.
No, it's not one or the other.
It's one or the other, bro. You can't do both. That's just extra'd out. That's for what? For what?
Because it's good. What you mean for what?
Bro, that's extra. That's
It's
just
not
too
extra.
much. That's just doing too much.
It's not doing too
That's
much.
doing too much.
It's not doing too much.
It's like an overload.
No.
It's like an
It's
overload.
perfect.
No, but look, definitely the pumpkin pie. With, I think more times than not, I usually do like, I would prefer it by itself. Whipped cream is fine. Ice cream is better. We don't always have ice cream though, but there's always gonna be like whipped cream. And the tamales, because sometimes they just might pop the tamales out for Thanksgiving and Christmas. So it really just depends.
Yep. But I'm trying to think. Oh, you know, because last year in the morning I actually went to go play golf in the morning, so I think I might do that again this year on Thursday
Turkey
morning.
golf, huh?
Yeah,
Turkey golf.
it's nice because it's not that crowded because people are usually busy getting everything prepared. And
I
whatnot.
would think it would be crowded though, because dad's like, I ain't gonna fucking no. I'm gonna go golf.
Like from what I remember last year when I went, it wasn't crowded. It wasn't like packed, but it wasn't like slow either. It was like at a good pace where you can go and play and you're not waiting on anybody ahead of you to finish before you play.
All right, so here's my question: do you have to do 2 Thanksgivings, or is it just like nah? You could. I'm going to my aunt's house.
Nah, this year I'm just gonna go to my aunt's house this year, because Bree said that she's gonna be with her parents because her other siblings are going to their in-laws, so and she doesn't want her parents to be like by themselves for Thanksgiving. So I was like, okay, that's fair. You?
No, I'm just do whatever I do.
Okay.
Whatever I
'Cause
do.
last year
And
she
then-
came.
And then my girl could come. I don't know if her family's doing anything. We haven't even talked about Thanksgiving.
Oh, really?
No.
No, I asked her at it because like my family, when it comes to Thanksgiving, like they already send out the family text like a week before, like, all right, this is what we're doing at this time. I need a head count, and so the text's already been sent out. So like that's when I ask her like what the plan is or what we're doing. So because like I said, last year she came, like because she had like a lunch thing with her family in the morning or around lunchtime, I guess, and then she came over to my aunt's house later that night.
Nice.
So, yeah.
But yeah, man.
You want to get to the last song?
Yeah, let's get to the last
before
song.
we wrap it up.
Before we wrap it up. All right. You again, another Linkin Park song.
So they dropped their album a couple days ago, actually. I think.
And did you listen to the whole thing?
Yes, I did.
And quick little thoughts.
Overall, it's okay. I enjoyed it. The songs that I've listened to that I like already added on my playlist are probably like the songs that I like the most. And then the song that I
No shit, Sherlock's.
well, cause like
The songs I put on my playlist are probably the songs I like the most.
Well, I meaning like when I listened to the whole album, there
Yeah.
weren't any other songs that were I'm like, okay, this really, really caught my attention, except for the one that we're about to play here.
But as an album, does it sound good?
Yeah.
Like if you like, are you gonna go back and say I'm gonna listen to the album? That's the thing. That's important because like yes, every song might not sound good on its own,
right.
but it fits the album perfectly.
I
Perfect
might like every now and then, but I don't think it'd be something that I would be going back
So
to.
not a lot of replay value.
Yeah, not to me at least.
All right. Well, this song is called "Good Things Go" by Linkin Park.
Mm-hmm.
It shouldn't be called Linkin Park. It should be called like
Something else. But.
Lincoln.
The
Lincoln
album's
Town
called
Hall. It should be
From
called
Zero.
Lincoln Town Hall.
Mm-hmm.
It's called so "Good Things Go." Let's check it out. Let's see.
Feels like it's rain in my head for 100 days. Stare in the mirror and I look for another face. And I get so tired of putting out fires and making up lies, checking my eyes for some kind of lie, but nothing's inside. And it feels like it's rain in my head for 100 days. And I say I hate you when I don't push you when you get too close. It's hard to laugh when I'm the joke, but I can't do this on my own. You could save me from my lack of self-control. Sometimes bad things take the place where good things go. I've asked for
It's probably my favorite of the ones that you've played.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, I feel like it's a little different than the other songs on their album, but I like it.
But I still think she sounds like Hayley Williams. Paramore.
Okay, yeah. Like wait. Yeah, okay. And I know what you're talking about. I can see that.
It's not bad. It's just not Linkin Park. It's not bad though. It's not bad. Like this is probably my favorite one of the ones that
Right.
that we played on here.
Mm-hmm.
It just doesn't sound like Linkin Park.
It's hard to say. Like
No,
I know
it's
what
not.
I know what you mean, but it's like I don't know. I get it. It's not Linkin Park, but I don't know. I'll just say it's still good. I still like it, but
Yeah. Yeah. I ain't got nothing else to say though. But I'm not upset. I'm not mad or anything. I
Right.
I ain't got nothing else to say. But I feel like if I keep on talking, I'm just gonna upset myself and I'm gonna start trashing them. With and for no reason.
right.
And for no reason.
That's fair.
You got a new hair? You got a fresh haircut.
I did.
I just noticed that right now.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. It feels good. I've been needing to get a haircut for a while. I've just been
Me too.
lazy about getting it.
Me too. Probably for like a year.
Yeah, but I get haircuts maybe like every month and a half to 2
See,
months.
that's too long for you.
Yeah.
You need to get it every 2 weeks, dog.
Nah.
No, yeah. You got to keep it fresh. You got to highlight your attributes, bruh. Do you look better with longer hair or shorter hair, like the haircut?
Shorter for sure.
Okay, then. So cut your shit. Don't wait too long before it's all long and shit and you look all ugly. Look, do it for your girl. Look, if you ain't going to do it for me, do it for your girl. All right? She will appreciate it.
I would.
All right? She will appreciate it. She don't want you out here looking like, does she take care of herself?
Yeah.
Okay, so you got to take care of yourself. All right? Are her nails done? Toes done? Huh? Yeah, her eyebrows done?
Mm-hmm.
The least you could do is cut your damn hair.
Yeah, so that's what I did. I got my
All
hair
right.
cut.
Often. Twice a month.
My hair doesn't grow that fast anymore.
Nah, I don't care. Twice a month. Yeah, your hair's hardly growing at all.
That's what I'm
but
saying.
twice a month.
I feel like I can get away with once a month.
Nah, twice. I don't care what you think. All right, Twice a
do.
month. Twice a month, dog. If you're not gonna do it for me, do it for the Gipper. Let's win one for the Gipper. Right? What is the Gipper?
I don't know, but that just sounds funny.
You've heard that before, though, right?
I think so.
It's like in sports movies. Let's win one for the Gipper.
I've heard of it before. I just don't know.
I have no idea who the Gipper is, though.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man, look. Go ahead and get us up out of here, John.
Before we get up on out of here, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. You know, let us know what you think about the episode. Let us know how y'all spend your Thanksgiving.
And let us know if John should cut his hair every fucking 2 weeks or every 4 to 6 weeks.
I'll tell you, my hair don't grow like that no more.
That don't mean it can't be clean, though.
But anyways, this is episode 224 of This Ain't Radio podcast with your host, Flowers.
And Chris, just Chris.
And until next week, y'all. Peace.
Peace.